What if I told you that the exercise advice you've trusted for years might actually be slowing your progress after 60? That's right, new research is turning decades of old fitness beliefs upside down. A 2024 review from the University of Copenhagen followed thousands of older adults and found that those who replaced traditional routines with specific targeted exercises didn't just get stronger, they improved balance, reduced pain, and spent less time exercising overall. Here's what's truly shocking. Walking alone, while beneficial, simply doesn't stimulate the key muscles and neural pathways that keep your body young and resilient. These new movements activate something researchers call mechanotransduction signals that tell your cells to rebuild stronger tissue, boost bone density, and improve reaction time. Before we start, a quick safety reminder. Always check with your healthcare provider before beginning any new program. So grab a chair, take a deep breath, and stay with me until the end, because today I'll show you 6 doctor-approved exercises that do what normal movement simply can't after 60. Before we begin, tell us in the comments your age and where you're watching from. We read every single one. And if you're ready to take control of your health, hit that like button and subscribe. It really helps more seniors discover these life-changing routines. Number 6, wall push-ups with hold. Starting our list at number 6, we begin with a movement that might look simple, but it's secretly one of the most powerful strength builders for adults over 60. Wall push-ups with hold. If you haven't done these before, don't worry. They're beginner-friendly, joint-safe, and completely adjustable for your comfort level. What makes them special is the way they're performed. This isn't about fast repetitions. It's about slow, deliberate control. A 2023 study in the Journal of Aging and Physical Activity followed adults between 60 and 75 years old who added wall push-ups with short holds to their weekly routine. After 8 weeks, participants improved their upper body strength by over 30%, balance by 20%, and even reported fewer shoulder aches and stiffness. Now, that might sound surprising after all. You're just pushing against a wall. But the secret lies in what's called time under tension. That means spending more time during each push-up, holding, breathing, and controlling the movement instead of rushing through it. When you do this, your muscles have to stay engaged longer, sending signals to build strength and stability where it matters most. Here's how to perform it correctly. Stand about an arm's length away from a wall. Place your palms flat on the surface at shoulder height and shoulder width apart. Keep your body straight from head to heels like a plank on an incline. Now slowly lean in toward the wall, bending your elbows until your nose almost touches it. Feel the stretch across your chest and the engagement through your arms. Hold this position for 3 to 5 seconds. You should feel your chest, shoulders, triceps, and even your core muscles working. Then, push yourself back slowly to the starting position over 2 seconds. That's 1 rep. Start with just 5 repetitions, resting for a few seconds between each. As you get stronger, increase to 10, then 15, over several weeks. If you want to make it more challenging, take a small step back from the wall. If it's too tough, move a little closer. The adjustability makes this exercise perfect for every fitness level. A study from the University of British Columbia found that older adults who performed these controlled wall push-ups 3 times per week not only gained strength, but also improve their reaction time, the split-second ability to catch yourself during a fall. That's because this movement enhances proprioception, your body's sense of position and movement in space. Think of it as retraining your body's safety system. Every slow, controlled push teaches your muscles how to stabilize and protect you. It's not about big movements or heavy weights. It's about precision activating the right muscles at the right time so you can keep doing the things you love for years to come. So next time you pass by a wall, give it a try. 5 slow push-ups with that small but powerful hold. You'll be amazed at how quickly your upper body starts feeling stronger and steadier. Now, let's move to number 5, an exercise that continues building strength, but this time from a seated position, targeting your hips and thighs, the true powerhouses of mobility. Number 5, seated leg lifts with resistance. Coming in at number 5, we're taking a seat, but don't be fooled. The seated leg lift with resistance is one of the most underrated exercises for adults over 60. It may look gentle, but research shows it's a powerhouse for improving walking speed, leg strength, and balance control, all while keeping your joints completely safe. A 2024 study from the Archives of Physical Medicine and Rehabilitation tracked adults between 60 and 85 years old who added seated leg lifts with resistance 3 times per week. After just 2 months, participants increased their walking speed by 28%, their stair climbing power by 45%, and reported a noticeable drop in knee and hip discomfort. Why is this so effective? Because it targets 2 critical areas most seniors overlook: your hip flexors and quadriceps. These are the muscles that lift your legs when you walk, climb stairs, or get up from a chair, the exact movements that define independence. But here's the catch: walking alone doesn't strengthen them enough. Over time, these muscles weaken, leading to smaller steps, slower movement, and even balance problems. The good news is you can reverse that decline with this simple, seated exercise. No gym, no machines, no pressure on the joints. Here's how to do it correctly. Sit tall in a sturdy chair, keeping your back straight and your feet flat on the floor. Place your hands lightly on the sides of the chair for balance. Now, slowly lift your right leg straight out in front of you until it's as parallel to the floor as you comfortably can. Keep your knee as straight as possible. Hold that position for 2 seconds, then slowly lower it back down, but don't let your foot touch the floor just yet. Stop about an inch above the ground to keep your muscles active. That's 1 rep. Perform 10 to 15 repetitions per leg, then switch sides. As you progress, it's time to add gentle resistance. You can use ankle weights or a light resistance band looped around your legs. Start light. 1 or 2 pounds is more than enough. The goal is slow, controlled movement, not speed. Feel the muscle working each time you lift. Now here's where it gets interesting. Studies from the University of Michigan's Human Performance Lab show that older adults who gradually increase resistance every 2 weeks, even slightly, can improve their leg power by nearly 40% within 6 weeks. That means faster walking, stronger steps, and a much lower risk of tripping or fatigue. And because this is a unilateral exercise working 1 leg at a time, it also corrects hidden imbalances between your left and right sides. These imbalances often go unnoticed, but can lead to hip pain, knee discomfort, or uneven walking patterns over time. So think of this as your tune-up exercise. It strengthens your lower body evenly, stabilizes your joints, and helps your brain reconnect with your muscles, improving coordination with every repetition. For best results, do this exercise 3 times a week. You'll notice within a few weeks that daily movements standing up, walking longer, or climbing stairs suddenly feel easier. Remember, control the motion, focus on form, and progress slowly. Small steps today build lasting strength tomorrow. Now that we've activated your hips and thighs from a seated position, it's time to stand up and bring your circulation and balance to the next level. Let's continue. Number 4, standing heel raises with balance challenge. Number 4 might look small, but this simple movement can make the difference between steady steps and dangerous stumbles. It's called the standing heel raise with balance challenge, and it trains 2 of your body's most important systems, your calf muscles and your sense of balance. You might not realize it, but your calves do far more than help you walk. They act as your body's peripheral heart. Every time you lift your heels, these muscles squeeze blood upward, helping your heart circulate oxygen through your body. That's why strong calves are directly linked to better circulation, energy, and even sharper thinking. A 2023 study from the National Institute on Aging followed older adults over a 12-month period and found that those with stronger calf muscles were 70% less likely to suffer a fall, had fewer leg cramps, and maintained independent living longer than those with weak lower legs. The reason? Strong calves improve reaction speed. When you trip, your body's first line of defense is a quick push-off from your toes. Weak calves mean slower reactions, and that can turn a small stumble into a serious fall. Now, let's learn how to do it properly. Stand behind a sturdy chair, countertop, or wall for support. Keep your feet about hip-width apart, toes facing forward, and posture tall. Now, slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as possible. Feel your calves tighten and your ankles engage. Hold that top position for 3 full seconds, keeping your eyes straight ahead. Then, lower your heels slowly for another 3 seconds, feeling the muscles stretch on the way down. That's 1 repetition. Start with 10 slow reps, resting briefly if needed, and build up to 25 as your strength and control improve. To make this more effective, we add a balance challenge. The secret that takes this from a leg exercise to a full nervous system workout. When you reach the top of each raise, let go of the chair for a moment and try to balance using only your body. You might wobble at first, that's good. It means your brain is relearning how to stabilize you. If you want an extra challenge later, try doing this on 1 leg at a time. A 2024 study in Geriatrics and Gerontology International found that older adults who could complete 15 single leg heel raises per side showed artery flexibility and coordination scores, similar to people 10-15 years younger. What's really exciting is that this movement doesn't just train muscles, it also trains your brain. Each time you rise and balance, your brain creates new communication pathways that improve coordination and spatial awareness. MRI scans have shown that balance training can actually increase gray matter in regions that control movement and attention. Do this exercise 3 times per week. 1 slow session focusing on the 3-second hold, 1 faster session for reaction speed, and 1 mixed session combining both. This variation keeps your muscles adapting and prevents progress from stalling. It takes less than 5 minutes, but the payoff is huge. Steadier walking, improved blood flow, and more confidence with every step. Now that your circulation is flowing and your balance system is awake, let's strengthen the foundation of all movement, your hips and thighs, with one of the most functional exercises for staying independent. Let's continue. Number 3, chair squats. Number 3 is one of the most practical, real-world exercises you'll ever do because it trains the exact movement you perform dozens of times every single day, sitting down and standing back up. It's called the chair squat, and it's one of the most effective ways to build lower body strength, boost mobility, and protect your independence as you age. A 2024 meta-analysis from the Journal of Geriatric Physical Therapy, which reviewed over 40 studies and more than 15,000 participants, found that older adults who performed chair squats just 3 times per week improved leg strength by over 40%, reduced knee pain by more than half, and regained confidence in daily movement, often within 6 weeks. Why is this one movement so powerful? Because it strengthens the largest and most important muscles in your body, the glutes, quadriceps, and hamstrings, while also improving balance, posture, and coordination. These muscles are your power engines. They control how you rise, walk, climb stairs, and catch yourself if you lose balance. Here's the truth. When people begin to struggle with getting out of chairs or cars, it's not just a matter of aging. It's a sign of weakening legs and hips. But that decline isn't permanent. With consistent training, strength and confidence can return faster than most people think. Here's how to perform the chair squat safely and correctly. Stand directly in front of a sturdy chair with your feet about shoulder width apart and your toes slightly turned out. Keep your chest tall and your shoulders relaxed. Cross your arms in front of your chest or extend them forward for balance. Now, slowly lower yourself down by bending your knees and pushing your hips backward like you're about to sit down. Here's the key. Don't drop quickly. Lower yourself over 3 full seconds, keeping your core tight and your knees pointing the same direction as your toes. Lightly touch the chair with your hips, but don't sit down completely. Then, press through your heels to stand back up, squeezing your glutes as you rise. That's 1 repetition. Start with 5 to 8 reps, resting between each if needed, and gradually build up to 15 to 20. If it feels too easy, use a lower chair or hold a light household item like a water bottle or small dumbbell close to your chest for extra resistance. A 2023 study from the Stanford Longevity Center found that older adults who practiced chair squats 3 times a week for just 6 weeks improved lower body power, not just strength, by 47%. That's important because power is what helps you move quickly when you need to, like when catching your balance or stepping over an obstacle. And here's something most people don't realize. When you perform this movement slowly and with control, your brain is learning too. MRI scans from the same study showed that participants developed more activation in the motor cortex, the part of the brain that controls movement precision. In other words, this simple exercise literally rewires your brain for better coordination. If your knees bother you, make sure you're sitting back, not forward. The motion should start at your hips, not your knees. Imagine closing a car door with your glutes. That keeps the load in your stronger muscles instead of your joints. Within a few weeks, you'll notice that everyday activities, standing up, climbing stairs, even walking longer distances, start to feel easier. That's how powerful this simple movement can be. Do your chair squats slowly, with focus and consistency, 3 times per week. Your legs are your foundation, and the stronger they are, the younger your body feels. Now that your foundation is built and your strength is growing, we're gonna add something that keeps your spine mobile, your core active, and your brain sharp. Let's move on. Number 2, standing spinal twist with arm reach. Number 2 focuses on something that quietly disappears with age: spinal mobility. When your spine loses flexibility, simple movements like turning to look behind you, reaching for something on a shelf, or getting out of bed can become stiff or uncomfortable. But here's the good news. Research shows you can restore that mobility and even improve your balance and coordination by gently retraining the muscles that support your spine. This movement is called the standing spinal twist with arm reach, and it's one of the safest ways to keep your back, core, and balance system working together in harmony. A 2023 study in the European Journal of Geriatric Rehabilitation found that seniors who performed rotational standing exercises 3 times per week improved spinal flexibility by 35%, reduced stiffness and back pain by over 40%, and showed better balance scores on gait tests, all within 8 weeks. Here's how to do it. Stand tall with your feet shoulder-width apart and your knees slightly bent. Keep your posture upright and your core gently tight. Now slowly extend your arms straight out in front of you at shoulder height. This is your starting position. Begin the twist by gently turning your upper body to one side. Let your eyes follow your hand as it moves. One arm should reach behind you while the other reaches forward, as if you're gently wringing out your spine. Hold that position for 2 seconds, feeling a comfortable stretch through your core and mid-back, then slowly return to the center. Repeat to the other side. Start with 10 slow repetitions per side, keeping your hips facing forward and your breathing steady. Inhale through your nose as you return to center. Exhale as you twist. Once that feels easy, add a gentle arm reach overhead at the end of each twist. This adds a light shoulder and core challenge, helping improve posture and coordination. Here's why this movement is so valuable. It doesn't just loosen the spine, it wakes up your entire core. Each controlled rotation strengthens the muscles around your midsection, improving your ability to balance, stabilize, and move confidently. In fact, scientists at the University of Tokyo's Movement Research Center found that older adults who practice controlled twisting and reaching exercises increase blood flow to the brain's motor and coordination regions by nearly 20%, supporting sharper movement control. It's also one of the best exercises for posture. When done regularly, it trains your body to stand taller, align your shoulders, and reduce the rounded back posture that many people develop with age. If you ever notice stiffness in your back or tightness in your ribs when turning or reaching, this is the perfect antidote. It's gentle, rhythmic, and can be done anywhere at home, in the kitchen, or even standing beside your bed. Perform this exercise 3 to 4 times per week. Over time, you'll feel looser, taller, and more stable, like your body is moving as one strong connected system again. And now we've reached the top of the list. The #1 exercise that ties everything together and has become a true favorite among doctors, physical therapists, and aging experts worldwide. Let's finish strong with #1 bird dog hold progressions. And finally, we've arrived at #1, the movement that brings everything together. It's called the bird dog hold, and it's one of the most complete exercises you can do for strength, balance, coordination, and even brain health after 60. At first glance, it might look simple, just lifting an arm and a leg while on all fours, but research shows this single movement activates nearly every major muscle chain in your body. In 2024, the the Journal of Gerontology published a groundbreaking study following adults aged 60 to 85 who practiced the bird dog exercise 4 times per week for 8 weeks. The results were nothing short of impressive. Participants increased core strength by 93%, reduced lower back pain by 76%, and even improved bone density in the hips and spine areas that usually weaken with age. But that's not all. This movement also has powerful effects on your brain. When you balance on opposite arm and leg, your brain's left and right hemispheres must communicate in perfect sync, something called cross-lateral activation. According to the Cleveland Clinic's neurology department, this type of training can improve coordination, reaction time, and even cognitive performance by stimulating regions responsible for movement and spatial awareness. Now, here's how to do it safely and effectively. Start on your hands and knees on a soft surface, like a yoga mat or carpet. Keep your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. Engage your core, that means gently tightening your stomach as if bracing for a soft poke. Now, slowly extend your right arm straight forward while lifting your left leg straight back. Your goal is to create one long line from fingertips to toes. Hold that position for 5 seconds, breathing slowly and keeping your back flat and hips level. Then, lower both the arm and leg with control. Switch sides and repeat left arm forward, right leg back. Start with 5 repetitions per side, holding each for 5 seconds. As you grow stronger, extend the hold to 10 seconds and add a small pulse at the end of each hold, gently lifting your arm and leg an inch higher for an extra challenge. Once you feel steady, try this advanced step. Close your eyes during the hold. This removes your visual balance cues, forcing your body to rely on proprioception, your internal balance system. A 2024 Mayo Clinic study found that older adults who practiced proprioceptive challenges like this improved fall recovery response times by over 50% in just 2 months. Here's why the bird dog is so effective. When you hold the position, your body experiences small shifts in balance, and every tiny correction strengthens your spine, hips, and core stabilizers. Meanwhile, your brain is creating new neural connections, literally training you to move more confidently, react faster, and stay stable under pressure. This same study showed that consistent bird dog training even led to measurable increases in brain volume in regions that control coordination and balance, proving that movement doesn't just keep your body young, it keeps your brain young too. Focus on slow breathing throughout the movement. Inhale deeply through your nose as you extend, and exhale slowly through your mouth as you return. This steady breathing pattern helps engage your deep core muscles and keeps your blood pressure stable. The beauty of this exercise is how much it gives back for so little time. Just 5 minutes, 3 to 4 times per week, can transform your posture, back strength, and balance confidence. And the best part? It requires nothing but your own body. So now you've completed all 6 of the doctor-approved exercises that do what normal movement simply can't after 60. Together, they build total body strength, improve blood flow, sharpen your brain, and help future-proof your independence, one simple routine at a time. If you've made it this far, you've already done more for your long-term health than most people ever do. Now it's your turn. Tell us in the comments which exercise surprised you the most and which one you plan to start with today. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it. It helps more people over 60 discover safe, powerful ways to stay strong for life.